Hi everybody, I am Lady Stars and Fire, and this is our weekly reading for March 21st until the 28th. Now, I always go into the ruins each week and tell you what they say, as well as a little bit of astrology and what Spirit has given me. But I'm being pulled deeply back to the reminding of Saturn is about to go retrograde, and it's going retrograde this week. Now, I'll go over that as we go in through the rest of this week for its reading. But I'm going to start off with the fact that just the day before and the day before that, both Sun and the planet Mercury went into Aries. Now, that's a little piece of good golden information for you. See, Sun is all about, how can I shine? How can I shine? What is it about you that you need to let shine? And Mercury also moved into Aries. Mercury is your messenger. It's your messaging system within inside of you. Whether it's working or not, depending on retrograde, as we all have heard of Mercury retrograde. But Mercury is your messenger for you in general. He's like your inside computer, delivering your messages and shuttling them out how they should be going. Now, with it being in Aries, Aries is the Virgin. Aries is cleansing. Aries is your health conscious. It is being of service and of help to others. So, shine for the Sun is coming in through the energy of cleansing, health conscious, and of service, as well as Mercury. Mercury is coming in right now through the energies of Aries and cleansing, health, service in these areas right now. So they're coming through for you in that way. Then this week we also have the 23rd, which is the full moon. But on the full moon, we also have the lunar eclipse. So we get a double whammy that day. Full moon is always about bringing to light what needs to change. Lunar eclipse, eclipses in general are about change. So you're getting shown exactly what and where and how it needs to be changed if you're observant as to what is truly going on with you. Then, on the 25th, is when Saturn goes retrograde. It's going to be a busy week. At least emotionally, at least inwardly, it's going to be a busy week. Saturn goes retrograde, and it stays retrograde until August 13th. Now, typically, Saturn is your inside authority. It is your discipline. It is your patience. It is your endurance, your responsibilities, your boundaries, your organizational skills, your structure, your guidelines in yourself as a human being. Saturn would be your bones, your skin. It's what holds everything together inside of you. So when it goes retrograde, it's asking you, just how solid are you? Just how solid are you? Are you maybe saying yes, where you should be saying no? Are you learning these lessons? Because when Saturn goes retrograde, it's kind of like going, hello, karma. Let's see if we've learned anything yet. Sorry, but that's really what is going on. Karma is stepping out to go, well, in these relationships that you've had with this patience in situations, with the endurance of being able to do things, follow through with them, the sacrifice of being able to follow through with them, with your relationships, with your relationships to your boundaries, to your organization, to your structure. Just how solid are you? Because these things are going to start to be questioned. And there's a reason for that. For in different relationships of these situations, there's something to be taught here. And it's going to be in retrograde until August 13th. So you've got plenty of time to have your lessons taught to you. But the key to being in Saturn's retrograde is knowing exactly how much you can handle before you get into the situation. Be honest with yourself. Know exactly how much it is you can handle before you get into the situation. Prior to going, should I have said yes or should I have said no? And that will help. Now, I'm also being given a lot of green. And I've said before, when I'm seeing green and lines that are going like this is physical. It is of the physical world. It is of physical change. It is physical growth that is going to be happening in our lives. Which it explains a lot, considering we also have the eclipse energy and the full moon right now. So it's completely normal that I'm seeing those green lines in that way for the physical change. But what I am seeing, which is nice, is I'm getting a lot of blue. Really soft blue. But what I'm getting with it is courage. Courage, neutral energy, courage, strength, fearlessness. Go for it is what I'm getting. A lot of that. I can do this. I'm neutral. I don't really have an opinion either way, and we're courageous in this area. We're strong in this area. But like I said, Saturn is coming in with those little tests. So be honest with yourself, because it's going to be very important right now. Prior to any of the runes I'm about to show you, I go over and I tell everybody each week, when I pull the runes, I throw them on the ground, and I've asked for guidance and counsel to help move us all forward positively in the most healthy, healing ways. And then I run my hands across them. This is why you don't see me do it each week, because it takes me about an hour. I have technically 5 sets in my runes, so it takes me a long time to go through and weed each one out as I have conversation with Spirit as I'm doing it. But starting right off, when I started this week, I threw them, and I don't have them to show you, but Amazonite was hot. Hot. I mean, like burning my hand hot. In a good way, but burning my hand hot. And so I couldn't use the Amazonite, and I couldn't use my howlite. I had to pull them all out of the set. And that's a good thing. See, when I can't use them, that's Spirit's way of saying, this actual gemstone is telling you something. And then go on to the other ones. See, Amazonite is all about truth and honesty. This week, you need to be truthful and honest with yourself and others. That's why I couldn't use it. I couldn't see past it. All about truth and honesty. Also, I couldn't use my howlite. And howlite is all about awareness. Be aware of exactly what is going on with you in your life and around you. It's also losing anxiety. And, no, not losing anxiety. It's calming energies. So, what I had to work with this week, because the clear quartz never really shows up. It's more of the amplifier to the set. But what I had to work with this week was my Muggle Stone. And it's coming in, can you see it? It's Fei Wu. Fei Wu is the first one to be known. Fei Wu. And it's coming in Muggle Stone and Rhodonite. Muggle Stone is all about grounding your energy, separating, for the empaths, separating that energy so you know what is yours. And it's about unconditional love, love of others, as well as loss of anxiety. Now, Fei Wu is the first one to come out this week, and by far it is the hottest, and it really wants to be heard. Fei Wu is fire, earth, it is feminine, it is possessions, it is cattle, it is wealth. It is a gift that must be worked through, received with thanks and humility for what it is possessed. It is to be guarded but not hoarded. And it is especially not for profit. Now I'm going to jump over because it has a lot of explaining. So the easiest way is for me to break it down. Money is also part of Fei Wu, but it means wealth more than it means money. And this is where a lot of people get it mixed up. Fei Wu, in the way of how they go about money, is more money in contrast is nothing. It is nothing more than paper or metal. It has no direct link to the necessary life cycle. And that is what you need to understand. Understanding that, though, and understanding Fei Wu is all about circulation. Circulation. Giving out putting out what you give in, vice versa. Circulation. You will get what you give out. Same amount of thing. I'm being reminded again, though, I was just sent back to make sure you're comprehending. Money has no direct link to the necessary life cycle. It is about understanding the circulation. Circulation can be of knowledge. Knowledge can then become power. Power can then become prosperity and money, bringing its divinationary meanings to you of wealth. So, what is wealth? Wealth is you. Are you going to take that knowledge and turn it into power? And then be able to turn that power into prosperity and money. But it's not telling you to look at wealth as paper money. It's telling you to look at wealth as knowledge. It promotes self-esteem. Stay centered, it says. It is also karma. It is fulfillment of ambitions. Being satisfied. Rewards received. And for what has already been gained. Protection. Good fortune, wealth, and luck. Relationships, attitudes in the relationships may need to be looked at for honesty. Clearly define what it is you desire in these relationships. This is all part of that wealth that comes with Fei Wu. Fei Wu is not about wealth of money. It is wealth of human inside you, who you are, having wealth within yourself, then being able to turn that knowledge into prosperity and power and move you forward in positive ways. So it does have a karmic twist on it. And it's important that you comprehend that, because I'm being shown it over and over again. It's not about money. Now, next we have Ansus. Ansus is also coming in Muggle Stone. It is the Empath Stone again. It is all about separating that energy, staying grounded, and creativity. A lot of creativity comes with the Muggle Stone. Ansus is the vital seed, the bull, the wild force. It is earth. It indicates the shaping of events, situations through strength, and can show the determined will of a person. Strong connection with health matters, or the presence of a healer, or the symbol may be indicated of a healer during the situation of Ansus. It is the wild force within the natural world. It is freedom, it is energy, it is action, it is courage, strength, understanding, wisdom, tenacity. Primal is form shaping, form creation, primal shaping and patterning. The power of that shape and being able to harness it, being able to make it in the directions and the purposes of to what you want it to be. Harnessed that shape and making it work for you. The outpouring of vital strength, the strength that burns away all weaknesses, the will to take that form and to hold it and make it so. A strong stance in action. Again, though, it is saying it is about healing energy, and it may also be of healing services such as surgery or visiting a doctor in general, if there's not a healer of another form being presented into your life. It is also the wildness. It is your instinctual urges. It is your untamable spirit. It is essence of matter that has not yet fully been manifested. Now, those two are what we're starting off with, but these next two are going to tell us a little bit more. Birkana. Birkana is coming in unconditional love, love of others, love of self, as well as loss of anxiety. Birkana is reminding us, with the eclipses and the full moon, we are into fertility and new beginnings. Points to women, women's issues, female mysteries, the magic of the goddess. It is the presence of powerful women in general. It may be showing of the presence of a powerful woman entering into your life this week as well. We move slowly through our learning, and this is how we grow. That comes with Birkana. Promises of new beginnings and new renewals. Principle of fertility, new life, release, flowing a period of gestation. Preparation for the new starts, for the new beginnings, based off of old patterns. Growth through carrying rebirth into the hero. The goddess makes manifest. Is exorcism of what is no longer germane to you and removing it from your life. It is that magical craft through your own use of your own personal power. It is your shape shifting into those new beginnings. Magical appearance of persona, power of illusion, shamanic practices, sexual freedom, mysteries of the Great Mother, woman's magic, rites of passages through birth, women's power. So it's a female energy, but it's all about new birth, new energy, new fertility, new beginnings through learning of what was, what didn't work, how to correct it and move forward. It's the exorcism of what wasn't working for you, what was no longer germane. Then we have Sowilo. Sowilo is also coming in Rhodonite and in Mugglestone. And Sowilo is reminding us that it is the sun wheel, the air, a time of power being available to you for those changes. Points to revelation of the clear direction and the end of the blockages. Focuses on matters of social and verbal success. Mercury just went into Aries. Told you it has to do with your messaging system. Focuses on your verbal and social success. Journey maybe of finding one's way. Navigation ruin. It is your guidance. It is setting goals, pursuing a path, spiritual navigation, the beacon, the sun as the light, loss of illusion, no more ice, sense of self-worth, positive course of action, end of stasis, and now into movement forward. Hope, success, achievement, recognition, and honor, education, and it is of positive and good fortune. So, the week may be a little bit struggly because it's got some lessons to learn, but it is moving you in a forward positive direction. Just, I want to remind you, as we move into Saturn going retrograde, you might want to start asking yourselves just how solid you are in some situations. Are you really able to handle all of these different situations and opportunities? Because they might also be tests. By all means, if you are capable of handling them, take them. By all means, be truth and honesty with yourself, because you're going to need it. Saturn's going to be teaching some karmic lessons on the way. I love you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope that you have much belief in yourself. Bye, everybody. See you next week.